Welcome to Finally Fettled, the podcast where cannabis meets conversation and maybe a little chaos.
We're your hosts,
Jackie
and Tori, here to keep it real about our cannabis journeys, share some laughs, and potentially even drop a little knowledge along the way.
We're all about making cannabis fun, approachable, and a bit less intimidating, whether you're a seasoned smoker or just kinda curious.
So sit back, spark up, and let's explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
Responsibly, of course. Let's get this sesh started.
Do not use cannabis if you're under the age of 21. Keep cannabis out of the reach of children. Please consume responsibly.
Hey guys, we're back. Another episode of Finally Fettled. Today we have some of our favorite people in the game here in Connecticut. We got Nick and Kelsey from Soundview.
Hey guys. Hey. Welcome.
They are truly a local brand based right out of Bristol, Connecticut. Guys, tell us a little bit about Soundview, please.
So we're Soundview. We're a locally owned and operated cannabis manufacturer in Connecticut. We've got gummies, chocolates on the menu, and all dispensaries, especially Fine Fettle.
Yep, and we do a little bit of manufacturing, so we work with other cultivators in Connecticut. We do hydrocarbon extraction, so we take cannabis from flower to oil and to concentrates, vapes, like I said, edibles. So we do a little bit of everything.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, well, before we get more into it, Tori, how about you tell us what we're consuming? No, Nick and Kelsey, you need to tell us what we're consuming.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
It is our little new baby, our new project. We've been working with a brewery in Connecticut, actually right down the road, Thomas Hooker. They have a great reputation in Connecticut, so we're collabing with them to launch a Soundview seltzer. So
Hell yeah, I am so excited.
Yeah, I'll let Kelsey talk about the flavors that we have here, our pilot batch.
Yeah, these are the pilot, so we're kind of fine-tuning things a little bit. We've got watermelon and a mango, so very fun summer flavors.
I'm having the watermelon.
Yeah,
delicious.
There we go.
I have the mango, and it's so good.
I love it.
So these are 3 milligrams a piece. We're capped at 3 milligrams for the infused hemp beverages. These are going to have 3 milligrams of CBD and 3 milligrams of CBG as well.
Nice.
Yeah. We are big CBG girlies over here.
Hell yeah.
So we're excited. Hopefully we'll get these to market in about like a month and a half if our timeline stays true. So we're excited to get these into dispensaries, but also package stores. So you can go to your local
cool.
package or liquor store and pick these up.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Are they going to be under the Soundview name, or is it going to be a different brand?
Soundview name.
That is cool. In package stores.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's a big step for us. We want to make products that we consume ourselves. So, this is it's really cool being able to, we have these in our fridge, and we made a huge pilot batch. So it's like a unique experience. You can come home instead of like having a beer at the end of the day or after work, you could like drink a THC seltzer.
Yeah.
And so it's a really cool way of consuming cannabis. But so this is like we said, this is our mango and our watermelon. We have 3 more flavors, so we're launching with 5.
Oh.
We are doing lemon, lime, blood orange, and strawberry kiwi.
Oh,
nice.
That one's my favorite.
Oh, man. I'm excited for the blood orange.
Yeah, I love blood orange
Me too.
anything.
And I love seltzers in general. Like, this is what I bring to,
You are a big seltzer girly.
bachelorette parties, birthday parties, anything. Like, the seltzers are my go-to.
I think it might be like the new way to consume cannabis.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely one of gaining popularity.
And just an alternative to drinking.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Huge.
is nice that it's going to be available in places you can buy alcohol, too.
Yeah. Some places are putting it on tap.
Yeah.
That
would be
is
sick.
cool.
Right?
Yeah.
In Massachusetts,
Yeah.
Levia is on tap.
Whoa.
At some places.
Isn't that cool?
I would love to go to like a bar and be able to just get this.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be sick.
What a great alternative. But I think
Yeah.
we're so far away from that in Connecticut. I think we have
Really?
a lot of work to do in the hemp beverage space.
If you're brewing at Thomas Hooker, maybe they'll be one of the first to
in their
do
tap
it.
room.
Yeah.
They have the CBD drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Big things to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Before we get started, we need to know, what is your favorite things to get at Trader Joe's?
Ooh. So, full transparency, I've gone to Trader Joe's like 3 times in my life.
Okay,
and I
that's fair.
haven't been in like years, but I remember when we lived in Guam, we had a friend that was visiting family stateside, and she brought home a bunch of the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. So
Yes.
we, like, ever since then, we've been hooked. Put
Yes.
that on everything.
Yes. Amazing.
It's the best.
Yes.
Nice.
Nick, is that your favorite too?
I have never been to Trader Joe's.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Ever. Yeah. What? But
Ever.
I will say, to go back to, so we were stationed on Guam, and so I was in the Navy before starting this company for 6 years. So on the naval bases, there's grocery stores called commissaries. So commissaries they roll their sushi fresh every day.
Yeah.
So I can't say it's my favorite thing from Trader Joe's, but commissary sushi is my favorite thing to pick up from.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like this
If you
nice,
know, you know.
If you know, you know. It's like the nice Sunday afternoon sushi. It's like, does Trader Joe's have
Really?
sushi?
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
But I'm gonna have to check
I
them
don't
out.
think so.
We're going to go
I don't
today.
think so. Yes.
I got to take you to Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
Yes.
go to
You
Trader
need
Joe's,
to.
you guys. Yes,
Yeah.
go.
You know what's crazy? Never
It's
went
a
to
Stu
Stu Leonard's
things to
either.
get. Oh, you should go there too.
Stu Leonard's.
Stu Leonard's I never went to until like 2 years ago, so I get that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one is amazing.
That
too.
one is-
Yeah, I get more cultured in these like
Yeah.
grocery
Check out
stores.
the grocery stores
Yeah.
around here. They're good. Okay.
Definitely.
Also, the other questions that we always ask our guests are, what are your favorite strains?
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one. So, I've got to go with Cheetah Piss Lemon Cherry Gelato.
Okay.
Oh.
And that was the first strain that we actually extracted from. So that's like near and dear to my heart. Like we were like, we need to pick a cool strain. Like
Yeah.
that sounds cool. Let's
Sweet
do
name.
that.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I have like pictures of Kelsey like looking like a lunch lady with the hair cap and
yeah.
everything, just stuffing hundreds of pounds of cheetah piss in like these extraction socks like during our first week of
It was a wild experience.
being in operation. So that was a throwback. My favorite, I'm gonna plug Earl Baker Super Silver Durban, high end terpinolene, really unique flavor. Comes when we extract that strain, comes across really well in the vape, and it's so unique.
Cool.
Love that.
Love those. Okay. I want to know a little bit more from you guys. Like, where did your journey with cannabis start, like, personally? And how did you kind of get into the industry?
That's a good question. I remember the first time I ever saw weed in my life. I think I was in middle school. And my friend's uncle was picking up weed. And he, like, brought it in the car and, like, showed us it. And we were terrified. I was like, I thought I was going to I'm, like, in middle school thinking I'm going to get arrested. I'm like, oh, don't show me. Like, I can't see that. So I was just so afraid. And then, like, you had the DARE program. So it was, like, I was so afraid of cannabis overall. It wasn't until it became medically allowed that it was like, wow, this has like really great benefits. It's helping people out. And college, I experienced it. It was still like the black market at that time, but that was like, it just helped me with anxiety during like midterms and finals. I would be so stressed out, like couldn't sleep at all. So like that helped chill me out and just be able to get through college, honestly.
Yeah. I relate to that.
Yeah, so my experience with cannabis, we have this thing called Bristol Browns. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's like this Bristol weed, but that's some Bristol Browns grew up on, and then I went into the Navy at 21. So I didn't consume for 6 years, but we drank a lot. So coming back out of the Navy, this was like such a great alternative to drinking. Mm-hmm. So edibles, vapes, all types of forms, and now drinks that are more available. It's just a great alternative. So that's a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's been interesting. So Nick was in the Navy from what year did you get in?
2017.
Till like 2 years ago. What was that, 2023?
2023, December 2023.
So that like whole time there was no cannabis consumption like at all. That
right.
was-
Like, I feel like, that is such a shift from the Navy to cannabis.
Yeah, and I was getting drug
Talk
tested
about a shift.
like
Yeah.
randomly. So there's you can't there's no one that consumes cannabis in that like ecosystem. But it was kind of cool. We were in San Diego in 2017, for 3 years, but 2017, 2018 when we first got there, and the cannabis program or the recreational market was so developed back. That's 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. I remember there was this. It was called Urban Leaf. It was a bus that would pick up customers or anyone in this little beach town called Ocean Beach, and then drive them to dispensaries, and then you can consume on this bus, and then they would just like drop you
I've
off.
heard
Like
of this.
it's like a public bus that would take you to the dispensary.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
That's so cool.
yeah, really, and that was in 2018. So I think Connecticut, just going adult use, like we have a ways to go. This is still a very underdeveloped market. So we're excited to see what the next couple years holds.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. It's only up from here.
Cool. Tell us a little bit about the name Soundview. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I love that one. I love the chance to be able to talk about that. Because some people, which I never even realized, they hear that name literally. So they hear sound and view. So they're like, oh, it heightens your sensory. And I was like, oh, that's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But the name truly comes from Soundview Beach in Connecticut.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had a beach house growing up, so we just go down there in the summers. So it means a lot to us. And picking a name for a company is like one of the hardest things to do when you start a company. Like, we had a whole
So many.
like board of names, and we were going back and forth. But when you come up with one, you know it instantly. Like when
feels right.
You know. It's like, okay, this is like, it's such a relief because it's like the hardest thing that you churn because it's one word, right?
Yeah.
That needs to represent your your brand, your story, like what you want to bring to the experience you want to bring to the consumer. So
Carries a lot of weight.
yeah, so we wanted something that was like related to Connecticut. We're on the Long Island Sound. We wanted this like. We like the term enjoy the view. So if the view is, on the Sound of Connecticut, or if it's in your backyard at the pool, or if you're in Southern California with our gummies, like it doesn't matter where you are. But we wanted that to carry across. So it was a challenge, but I think we're happy with where we're
Yeah, and I think when you have a personal connection to it, it's like, the meaning really shines through, and you can like see that in the brand, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goal was really like Connecticut owned and operated. Like people are familiar with Soundview in some way. So it has that familiarity when they're going to a dispensary and they're like, oh, that sounds familiar, like Soundview.
Yep.
So we kind of took it from there, from like Connecticut based, and then our story, we reconnected on Soundview Beach. So like he said, his family had a cottage there. They'd go every summer to Soundview. And then I remember when we reconnected couple years ago, he was at Soundview Beach with his family, and he's like, hey, you should come by and like hang out. And then that's where like
Rest
our story
is history.
began.
Really?
Yeah. That is
So
sweet.
like it has multiple layers.
Yeah, that is so sweet. So were you guys the first brand to come on board after adult use launched?
Yes.
Right?
One of the first.
Yeah, we were the first licensed product manufacturer / food and beverage. So we moved into an old dispensary in Bristol. It had a vault, and it had the security system that we needed to conform with Connecticut regulations. So we saw that as a great one. It's also in Bristol, So
Right.
I'm from Bristol. We have a huge family support in Bristol, which helped us get our business off the ground. Like it was crazy. Like my mom, dad. Kelsey's parents, they're all coming in and helping us count gummies, make gummies,
Oh my God,
sugar
that's
gummies.
awesome. That is so awesome.
So they're all badge employees. So you walk in,
my God.
and you see
All the last names.
all those certificates on the wall. It's like all our family members.
That's awesome.
And that's how we did it. That's like for the first couple months.
Highly paid, of course.
Oh God, I owe them so much.
Yeah, for real. Even like when we first got into that building, we knocked down walls. Like we have sweat and blood in that place. So they were there with us, like knocking down walls, sheet rocking, our whole family. It was a family
that's
and friend
incredible.
operation.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And so, we built our extraction lab, and we started there, right? And then we extracted, distilled, and made our own oil. And then after that, then we followed it into the kitchen. So we did, every piece of this business we built from like the ground up, just to make sure we're doing it right, and it's exactly the product that we want to formulate and make and bring to the market and get to consumers. So it was a crazy time, but super fun. Like I would
What was it like to come into the Connecticut market, like, as a brand new company?
That's a good question. It was kind of scary. I feel like this was like a big jump for us. Nick was getting out of the Navy. I was quitting my job. Like, we really were going full in. Like, we didn't put a toe in. We, like, jumped in.
Yeah.
And that was the only option. If we were going to do it, we were going to do it all out. We were going to do it right. Do it from building up the extraction lab to the kitchen, getting great employees in there. We've lucked out with everyone that's at Soundview with us. They're like family to us, legit. They're amazing people. And now we've just built this whole family within our brand. It's amazing.
It's amazing. I think it was really cool from like my side of things, because previously there was only 4 companies distributing to every single dispensary. So it was just cool. It was like the beginning of like all of these new brands like opening up, and like you guys and so many other flower and gummy companies. And it was just like the beginning of the adult use market. It was just like an exciting time, I think.
And yeah, it was fun too.
Yeah.
Like, we're all going through it together. So we can all kind of lean on each other. It's been nice to meet everyone in the industry. Like, everyone's so great and chill.
Yeah.
We all love weed, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Mm-hmm. So what is something that you've learned from customers that surprised you?
I think customers are really educated. They know what they want. They know their terps. They know their cannabinoids. And they could see through bad products.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that are put out in the market that are like either rushed or not, the love and care is not put into it.
Yeah.
Right. So, and consumers could see through that. So, we have really educated, great patients and customers in Connecticut. So,
I also think the medicinal properties of cannabis, like, I've always known it helped, like, with pain relief, could help, may promote. I'm not making any claims here, but could help with pain relief, anxiety, and sleep, because I've experienced that myself. But in speaking with customers who've consumed our products, some people told me, like, they've had these different health issues, and it's helped them just to feel good. Like, they need to take 4 of our gummies to get out of bed in the morning. Mm-hmm, and, like, it's actually helping people.
Yeah.
Like, just their day-to-day lives, just to be able to function.
Right.
So it's, like, it's beautiful to see, like, how this plant can be used in so many ways. Like,
it is actually, it's crazy how many people, to piggyback off that, can't sleep in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, there's a lot of people deal with chronic pain, anxiety, PTSD, but so many people can't sleep. I was actually, drinking my coffee on the couch this morning, and all of our, I probably shouldn't be saying this on the podcast, but if you call the number on our container, it goes to my phone.
His cell phone.
I get a lot of calls from customers. I love
crazy.
feeling them.
That's awesome, though.
I get the emails, he gets the calls.
We monitor the info box. Like, we are so in tune. No prank calls.
I'm going to get a prank call from. I think it's a great thing, though. Like, you get to talk with the CEO of the company.
Right.
That's been our, like, value prop, is, like, you have the opportunity to be able to have a say in your product.
Right.
And we take that and we run with it. We're nimble.
Yeah, and this lady called up this morning, and she's like, my grandson got me these sleep gummies. I could barely understand her. It's like, and she's telling me, like, I called the number on the container. This is these gummies help me sleep. Like, they help better than I expected. And her problem is she can't drive. She just got out of rehab. So, and this is not the first call I've gotten from a consumer who can't get to a dispensary. Like, I remember someone called from Newington. Fine Fettle Newington delivers. So, I gave them the store number, and they're able to get these products delivered to their home, which is, I think, something Connecticut needs a little bit more of.
Yeah.
But back to the points, like, people just can't sleep. So this is a great alternative to things like melatonin, sleep aids, prescription drugs like Ambien. CBN.
CBN.
It's one of the best cannabinoids.
Mm-hmm. Not all heroes wear capes.
And for nighttime, we like to say.
Yeah.
That's our little remembering aid. But CBN, actually, our most popular products are CBN products.
Yeah.
I believe that.
We have Goodnight Grape, Berry Dreamy. We have Mellow Mango, which has CBN. Ooh. We have Bluesberry.
I've had the Bluesberry.
Bluesberry, that's one of our newer CBN. That one has 25 milligrams.
That's nice.
Yeah, 25. So it's a 5-to-1, 25 to 5 milligrams of THC, and it's waxed. It's one of our...
What does that mean, waxed?
So it's a wax-coated gummy instead of sugar. So, which is a lot of people like. I mean, people don't want to, especially if they're taking it at bedtime, they don't want like a sugar-coated gummy. So we've got that feedback and we made some wax gummies.
Yeah, that actually is so cool that people can just call you and like really implement the changes that you're hearing from them directly.
I feel like I would just like maybe get a different phone number. I
probably should have done
I
that.
just think
I have like it's like it's an app. It's an app. It's like separate from my.
Oh, okay.
It's separate from my. It's like one of those.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. You know,
we need a few precautions here, but no, that is cool. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break because we have to show some love to one of our newest favorite brands out there, Comfy.
Yes, if you're looking for flower or pre-rolls that are consistent, fresh, and just feel right, Comfy is it.
Everything is cultivated right here in Connecticut at Fine Fettle's brand new production facility in Bloomfield. And fun fact, it's actually the first facility in the state built under the social equity cannabis regulations. So not only is the quality top tier, but it's supporting real impact too.
Each plant is grown with care under ideal conditions, which means you're getting the best terpenes, potency, and flavor every time. Consistent, fresh, and grown with care for your comfort. Comfy has what you need to feel good no matter the vibe.
So go down to finefettle.com and get comfy. You deserve it.
Okay, I really want you guys to share that drink recipe that you made for that mocktail night at Illicit Brewing.
Oh, yeah.
Please, because I think about that drink often.
This
Do you
is
remember what you made?
The most creative thing.
Good. I
like
it was something
you guys
like
melted down your gummies, which I never in a million years would think to do, but that is so smart.
I need you guys to try to remember here.
It was a spritz of some sort. It was like
yes, it was a spritz.
It's a spritz.
Wait, I have a video.
Yeah,
wait,
spritz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind, guys. I will find the video of Nick making the spritz. No, Kelsey made it and Nick sipped it. Okay, I'm gonna find it.
I was promoting it.
And I'll
like
post it to our
man.
Instagram and I'll tag Soundview too, so then everybody can see it again.
It's the gist of it. You melt down some gummies and a really good drink, and then you could dose if you weigh it all out properly, you can kind of dose yourself.
Right. Yes.
You want to hear a crazy fun fact?
Yes.
Let me just crack this and I'm like.
Ooh.
Oh.
Crazy fun fact, I never had a homemade edible. Yeah. Never had a homemade edible.
You know what? I don't know if I have.
If you're in the Navy for 6 years, I get that.
But even before...
before that.
Or even after. I have a big,
Have
big
you now?
phobia. No.
Still,
since I've been out of the Navy, never had a homemade edible.
Our own. We should make one.
And I think,
Guys.
I've heard so many stories, people over consuming. And, I had, 1,000,000 milligram
there's
pot brownie
always
or
an
something.
edible story.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've made so many edibles. Millions and millions of gummies. Hundreds of thousands. Just crazy amounts of...
Yeah.
And I've, edibles are near and dear to me, but I've never had a homemade edible. And we get homemade edibles, all the time. People are, they're always around. And just never touched it.
I wish I knew that. I would have brought you something.
I know, we should have had some
We're going to go to Trader Joe's, get some stuff to make some homemade edibles.
Yes, get some brownie
You've
mix while you're there.
you've never had homemade edibles or made homemade edibles?
I don't even know what to say if I'm being honest. That is so crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
Dude,
crazy.
isn't that your job?
Chelsea, please tell me.
That is
I
wild.
know.
I
In a
haven't made
sense-
any myself. I have consumed
Guys,
homemade edibles.
Okay.
I haven't made it though.
Okay. Guys, please just do
We're
that.
gonna have a baking lesson.
But I'm crazy about
Please
dosing.
go back
So
to our edibles episode.
Kelsey's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to bring scales home. And,
what is
I'm
your
like,
what
to
is
be
your
very
max
precise.
dose?
I'm I would say
You have a pretty good
tolerance.
I remember when he got high for the first time after the Navy.
Yeah.
He was it took a while.
Oh,
I was
really?
we were smoking out of the bowl, and I had a couple hits, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, he's going to be feeling it. And I look over, he's like, that's not enough. Can we do more? And I'm like, you're on your own. I'm done there. I'm a lightweight. One and done. It was crazy.
It was the first time we smoked out of the Navy. We went to go see the new Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Oh
And
my
that
God.
was fitting because we're oh man, we're starting this edibles company. We're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna make
Oh, edibles. Okay.
we're making the chocolate
Yeah.
and so it was Yeah, that was an experience.
I have pictures. We bought the Willy Wonka hat that was a bucket, popcorn bucket. We got it just for the hat.
Oh,
and he's wearing it. We're watching the movie and he's high watching it. It was just, it was amazing.
So funny.
And we have that Willy Wonka hat in our shop today.
Yep.
Nice.
How sweet.
Okay.
If someone's never tried any of your products, what would you first recommend?
Ooh, I would definitely say a ratio with CBD. So either our like wild berries 1-to-1. It's a dark chocolate bar, nice Belgian chocolate base. So it masks that weedy taste really well. It just tastes really good. And it has equal parts THC and CBD per square, per bar. That's a nice one. Anything with CBD mixed into it, I think is like very nice and mellow. It's a good way to like get introduced into cannabis, really see the effects on your body and feel it for yourself. Either that or our our watermelon 1-to-1. That used to be a THC and CBD only, and now we've added CBG.
Nice.
That one's nice and uplifting. It like puts you in a good mood, puts your body in a good space, your mind in a good space. So overall, a good gummy.
I love a 1-to-1.
CBG.
Actually, we really need to talk about something.
Uh-oh.
The peanut butter pretzel chocolate. You have to be kidding me.
It's nuts.
You have to be kidding me with that one.
Take
I love that one.
It's, I think, our newest bar. So we take peanut butter flavoring, and we flavor that Belgian chocolate, and then we hand crush peanut butter pretzels and then top them. So everything we do is handmade.
It literally is handcrafted. Like, we've got a mallet in the building.
Yeah, I'm like on a phone. I'm on the call, and I just hear like someone smashing with a mallet in the back. I'm like,
Oh my god.
everything's done by hand.
Incredible.
That's the way you want it, though, you know? You're paying a good amount for a chocolate bar. It better be worth it.
Yeah.
It's got to have good chocolate in it. And that's what makes or breaks a chocolate bar, is the chocolate quality itself.
Yeah.
Your combinations are incredible.
Yeah.
I love them.
Thank you. It's all based off of consumer feedback.
Oh, cool.
Like, literally just going to pop-ups. Like, we say we're boots on the ground. So he talks to everyone on the phone. I go to pop-ups. I talk to customers.
I just
and
picture him
everything.
talking to customers on the phone.
Oh, it's so funny. I can always tell because he has his customer service voice on. I'm like, oh.
The customer's always right.
Yes.
But that's the point, is to give them what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
that is the point. Absolutely.
And it's personal for us. We grew up here. These are our family. These are our friends. These are friends of friends, or whatever it may be. Like, I've even seen my old cheerleading coach at a dispensary
That is
once.
so funny.
That's awesome.
So it's like we want to give people a product that they actually want.
Yes.
So all the feedback, all that, we take it and we run with it.
Yep.
Do you want to know something so funny that just reminded me of? Is we had 2 customers at the dispensary who met at the dispensary and started dating.
We should get married there.
Isn't that so sweet?
Oh my god, we should let them get married there.
What
Fettled
location
love.
was this?
Can Fine Fettle do weddings?
Manchester?
That is so cute, though.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. You guys should get a picture and, like, hang it up
Right?
in the dispensary.
We
and,
should do like combined Soundview and comfy favors for them.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Open bar, Soundview seltzer.
Yes.
Sure.
We're on to something.
Hit us up. We're in.
If you're listening, guys, contact us for your wedding.
For your next event, yeah. It's a new joint venture.
Yeah.
Can I go back to your question about recommending a product to start?
Yeah.
We just launched our fast acting.
Oh, yeah.
So this is like a whole different approach that we wanted to take. So fast acting's, the technology is really cool. Like edibles, like we get, a lot of people either can't digest them and don't feel them, or they take too long to kick in. Fast acting breaks the THC particle size down a little smaller, but also coats it in a lipid layer, so your body absorbs it much faster within 5 to 15 minutes. So it's a really cool technology. We have these 2 flavors, strawberry kiwi.
They're delicious.
And are these gummies too?
These are gummies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, thank you so much. This has been so fun having you on.
Where can people find you? How can they stay in touch with you?
Ooh, at Get Soundview.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, getsoundview.com.
Nice.
Or
You
even,
guys
like-
are in like Connecticut dispensaries everywhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
All Connecticut and all the conglomerate Fine Fettle 9 stores you got now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your
Thank
newest.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
West
you.
Hartford location.
You guys were at the beginning of our journey with us.
Yeah,
Like, I remember
yeah.
delivering to
Newington.
Norwalk?
Yeah.
No,
Norwalk.
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 I
We were
remember
there,
that.
and that's where we
Yes.
met
I
them.
remember that. Yes.
There was
my
like a little
God.
computer in
Yes.
the like delivery
Yes.
room, and you
Yes.
guys were like, "Hey!" That was the
Yes.
first time
That
like
was
we
the-
were like
Yes.
getting out there.
Yeah.
We met you guys, yes. And
Yes.
I wasn't even like officially on, no, or it was like my first week being on the marketing team, I think.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
wow.
when we
Yes.
did the seltzer reel.
Yes. Yes.
So from
Oh
the
my God,
very
yeah.
beginning,
Oh.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, really,
Hey, guys.
Look at us now.
Look at us now.
I love it.
Okay, yes. So, yes, make sure you go follow them everywhere and follow
Call Nick's
us.
cell phone.
Yes, call
Always
Nick's cell phone. Day or night. Follow us at finelyfettle.pod or shoot us an email at podcast@finefettle.com. We'll talk to you next week. And as always,
Please consume responsibly.
okay, thanks. Bye.
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 Do not use cannabis if you are under the age of 21. Keep cannabis out of the reach of children. Please consume responsibly.